Olale. Did we do it? Do I have an error message this time? Alright, we're live. Let's get her rolling. Let's close that. I don't need that. Discard changes. Yo, Garrett. 16, 17 seconds there. So that's a new record, man. Alright, let's hit the old pause button to unpause. Alright. Let's get into it. Hope you're doing well, Garrett. Alright. Hola, ese vato. Doing Eddie Guerrero. This was the last game he was really featured in, especially that had any semblance of voice acting, because of his unfortunate passing that took place right as this game was being released. I am fair. I've had my ups and downs. I've had good news on the paycheck, but bad news on maintenance in my house, and I've had trouble fixing my locks because I'm mechanically kind of ignorant. It took me like an hour to fix the lock on my door. My hands are all cut up. But it's done. So to answer your question, I am fair. Alright, let's get into that prologue.
Tori! Hey, Tori Wilson. Hey there, baby girl. Have you got a couple of minutes for your general manager? There's an urgent matter I need to speak to you about.
Actually, Teddy, I'm supposed to catch a flight and I'm already running late. I'd love to stay and talk, but...
That's okay. Don't worry about it, Tori. I don't want to be responsible for my #1 diva missing her flight. You feel me? I'll catch up with you next week.
Thanks, Teddy. I'll see you Thursday.
Damn! I hate to see that girl go, but I love watching her leave. Holla!
What was that? Teddy? Oh my God, Teddy! Don't worry, Teddy. It's going to be okay. Help! Somebody please help!
Who did it? This is definitely the better of the two shows when it comes to the story. Tori's contract.
I just can't believe that someone could do that to poor Theodore Long.
Yo, don't worry about that, Tori. He'll be all right, and they'll catch whoever did it.
Hey, Tori. Cena. Excuse me, Tori. I heard that you were the last person to see Teddy Long before his accident. Do you mind if I ask you about
Hey,
it?
Columbo, take it somewhere else, okay? Can't you see the lady's upset? She doesn't need you accusing her of something she had nothing to do with.
No one's accusing anyone of anything, Cena. But as long as you were here, where were you when Theodore Long was taken out?
Excuse me? I must have missed the part where you explained to me why I had to answer to you. Who the hell you think you are to come up here and get all up in my grill?
Oh, you tell him, Cena. Fight the power. Don't take any guff from the man. I mean, dude, it's not like there's any way that an angry thug who walks around with brass knuckles and a steel chain around his neck could ever take anyone out, right?
Yo, look who it is. Mr. Pay-Per-View. You know, for a guy who calls himself the whole damn show, you sure ain't had much in the way of title shots lately, have you, Chief? Sounds like a pretty good motive for punking out our GM, don't it? So where were you when T-Lo got aced?
Well, let's see. I think I was probably chilling out in the back, stretching out, you know, throwing some kicks and reading some comics.
You think you were. Can anybody vouch for you?
That's my downtime. Just me, RVD.
I can't believe any of you would ever do anything to hurt Teddy. This is all so awful. What do you think happened?
Well, I'm not accusing anyone, but I think Cena makes a pretty good point. I can't remember the last time Teddy Long gave RVD a WWE title shot. Him and RVD go back a while, too. And I think it's important to remember that Eddie was a heel when this game was made. Eddie Guerrero, this is heel Eddie Guerrero. So let's battle RVD.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a somewhat somber edition of SmackDown. I'm Michael Cole alongside Taz and partner. Can you believe what has transpired here in regards to General Manager Teddy Long?
No, Cole, I really can't. Some bitter superstar has got to have a mean streak a mile long to run down Teddy Long in cold blood like that. And for all we know, it could be anyone on the roster, anyone in this building right now. But you know what they say, the show must go on.
And the show will go on. But the ramifications of this incident are already being felt in this very next match.
You can't tell me you didn't see this one coming, Cole. You don't tell a guy you think he took out the general manager without expecting him to want to settle it in the ring.
Actually, Taz, it sounded to me like he was very careful not to accuse anyone of the attack on Theodore Long. That's a conclusion that RVD jumped to, and I guess they're going to try to settle things right here.
I really wanted to showcase the SmackDown storyline, and while the one that includes Eddie Guerrero, Undertaker, I like it. It's fun to watch Eddie Guerrero and the Undertaker interact. It really leaves this like sad, weird feeling in my gut watching the conclusion of that, knowing that Eddie Guerrero passed away pretty much around the time this game was released. The commentators don't have any dialogue for RVD, so we'll definitely get a copyright restriction if we let his entrance play. Unfortunately.
You know, the key to winning a match like this is to build some momentum, and you're not going to see a match won with just one or two moves.
No, but one or two big moves at a crucial point could change the direction of it completely.
Let's do it again.
These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're going to win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
I remember when he passed away, too.
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole.
Man, he was in the
When's the
middle
last
of
time
a
you
feud
think they
with
saw a match
Batista.
this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this
I'm not
good
sure if
on
they're
Raw.
ever going to put the
Me
belt
neither.
back on him.
Because I guess that just makes
Because
sense.
it was
I
a
mean,
lot of
after all,
stress for him.
SmackDown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And the
And
ratings
that's
weren't
one of the few
exactly
things
high
we
while he was champion.
completely agree on, partner. It doesn't get any
All right,
bigger
Garrett, appreciate
or
you, man.
better
Take
than
it easy.
SmackDown.
I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that. Wow, look at that submission. I ain't never seen it executed better.
Neither have I, partner, and this might be enough to get the tap out right here.
Yeah, he was a heel during this time. You can hear the Eddie sucks chants. But he really
Taz,
just
in your
turned
entire
heel
career,
against Mysterio.
have you ever seen a superstar as loved by the fans as Rob Van Dam?
That was a textbook reversal. You're not going to see action like this anywhere except SmackDown, Cole.
You'll get no argument from me, Taz. SmackDown is the dominant brand in all of sports entertainment. What a counter that was!
You know, RVD calls himself the whole damn show, and that just gives you an idea, just a little sample, how big this guy's ego is. I think he should focus his energy on
The conditions are right for a finishing move.
Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter.
I wonder how I do the Three Amigos.
His opponent has been picking him apart all match. Look at this! Could it
Put him in the
be?
El
You're
Paso.
damn right it is, Cole, and that's a heck of a finisher right there.
It's like the walls of Jericho.
He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
And that means you gotta either dig deep and find a way to break it, or you gotta just flat out tap out. You look at any other sport in the world, and you won't find a single athlete that can compare with a WWE superstar.
And there's a reason for that, Taz. There are no off seasons here in the WWE. He was one step ahead on that one. Will we see a finishing move right here?
Man, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their way, there's going to be a lot more shed here
Put it in
tonight.
him again. Go at.
Oh my, the submission hold is locked in.
And this ain't easy to get out of either, Cole. Wow, great reversal.
There we go, a pin.
I don't think this is just a match anymore, Cole. This is, I hope he didn't seriously think he was getting a pin there.
And there's the reversal. What an incredible match we've seen so far.
And it ain't over yet, Cole.
It sure isn't. I think these superstars could keep going for quite a while longer.
Watch it, he reversed it.
Oh, a low blow, Rob.
How much longer are these superstars going to be able to keep it up?
Your guess is as good as mine, Taz. They're certainly not going easy on each other, that's for sure.
He's going up, and what goes? Oh,
go.
here it comes.
And that might be the end of the match right there.
No!
There's a reason that's
What?
called the finishing move.
He got up.
I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the end of this match.
You're probably right, Taz. They're so focused on a victory that they don't care what they have to put themselves through to get it. I don't know if this is such a good move.
Look at this, Cole. Look at this.
Oh my God! There's a reason that's called a finishing move.
I should be able to
the match
hit that.
usually doesn't go much longer.
Man, you talk about superstars and win.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
Wow, now that one's not in the rule book. But you know what they say, it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that? A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top. Look at this, Taz.
That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to store it.
Nobody sticks around long after taking a finisher like that.
Just pin him and let's be done with this. I'm
He slipped out of
pissed.
that one. These superstars are putting on a clinic in there.
Yeah, and not a health clinic. I don't think they'll be the same after this one.
I think someone's looking for a weapon here, Cole.
These fans just can't get enough of Latino Heat. Eddie Guerrero's got them in the palm of his hand.
Yeah, and I don't know why. He lies, he cheats, he steals, and he lost the
Oh,
WWE
bro.
title to JBL. And there's the counter, Cole. It's not easy maintaining this type of intensity week after week after week, Cole. Trust me.
I don't doubt it, Taz. The WWE superstars don't get an off-season. They compete every week until they're not physically capable of
Getting
continuing.
really, really upset that I can't finish the match in any preferred way.
Victory. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match. When you decide that he smells blood in the water, Cole, he's going straight to the submission.
And this could prove to be a decisive moment. He picked up a very hard-fought victory here.
Can you feel the heat?
Here's your winner, Eddie Guerrero.
Yo, Ironsides. I just wanted to tell you, you did the right thing last week against that slacker RVD. I can't believe that walking case of the Munchies would accuse me of running down T-Lo. The Chain Gang knows I don't roll like that. Thanks for believing in me, dog.
Actually, Cena, neither one of you convinced me of anything. RVD wanted a match, and I gave it to him. And besides, he made some good points, Holmes. You never said where you were when Long was taken out.
You want to know where I was the night Long got run down? I was in a locker room surrounded by a dozen witnesses. And here's another clue. If you want to know where I'm going to be later tonight, I'm going to be in the ring with you, showing you my five-knuckle shuffle.
Man, normally Cena's, he's a pretty chilled out guy to say the least. But he's acting a little touchy about the whole Theodore Long thing.
Well, it's a touchy subject, Taz, and until we find out who did it, I think it's going to remain that way, even for a guy like John Cena.
Can you feel the heat?
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. And the opponent from from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds.
Stare down.
What an incredible
There we
match
go.
we've seen so far.
And it ain't over yet, Cole.
It sure isn't. I think these superstars could keep going for quite a while longer.
Yeah, well, it's only been 8 seconds, Maggle.
I think I've got a pretty good idea who's going to win this match, Cole.
I wouldn't be so sure, Taz. If there's one thing we've seen, it's that anything can happen here in the WWE. These fans just can't get enough of Latino Heat. Eddie Guerrero's got them in the palm of his hand.
Yeah, and I don't know why. He lies, he cheats, he steals, and there's the counter, Cole.
Yeah. For whatever reason,
It's been a
I
long
can't
time
hit the
since I saw a
5-star,
crowd get behind a
but
superstar
I'm playing as
the way
heel
they
Eddie,
have for
so...
John Cena.
Yeah, that's great, Cole. No doubt the WWE fans, they love John Cena. I get that. But this is not a popularity contest. It's a physical, athletic competition.
I don't think so. And here we go with the submission hold. This could be a pivotal moment in this match.
It sure could. There's a lot of pressure being applied in that hold, Cole. Watch it. He reversed it.
Oh. It's gonna be a back suplex.
I don't think there's going to be anything left of these
Ooh,
superstars
razors.
by the
What?
end of this match.
I never...
You're
You can never
probably
tell.
right, Taz. They're so focused
You think you
on
know
a
what
big
Eddie's
play
doing,
that they
and then he
don't
does
care
something
what they have to
completely
put
different.
themselves through to get it.
Like...
It's not easy maintaining this. Wow, look at that submission. I ain't never seen it executed better.
Neither have I, partner, and this might be enough to get the tap out right here.
Oh, man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are, and you know that's going to have an effect on this match.
Yeah.
Nice quick counter.
Well, that's hardly Cena's fault, but whatever, ref. Oh, finally, he got me with something.
I'll tell you, as long as
I
these
might need to turn
superstars
up
have
the
got
difficulty.
anything left in the tank, they'll just keep going.
They certainly
Okay,
don't look
I
like
get
they're
to
going
see
to
a
give anything
five-knuckle
less than
shuffle.
100%
Cool.
here tonight.
This is one hell of a performance by some amazing superstars, Cole.
What did you expect, Taz? This is SmackDown after all.
Oh, man, this is just about the last hold you want to find yourself in.
I can imagine. Just look at the pressure being applied here.
You're gonna hit me with this again.
Look at these superstars, Cole. I mean, they're not even contemplating the fact that they might lose here tonight.
They've sacrificed so much to get here, Taz. I don't think they can allow that thought to enter their heads. I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move,
All right,
this
what does he got?
one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked in the Taz mission, that was it. End of story. It was over.
I think you're developing a...
There's the submission hold. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out to this one, Cole.
You and me both, partner, and we might be about to see another one right here.
You're not going to see action like this anywhere Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter. These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match. Look at this. Could it be?
You're damn right it is, Cole. And that's a heck of a finisher right there.
All right. Let's go. He's going to get the rope break. I'm going to hold it.
Rope break. One, two, three.
You know what? This Cena, he spends a lot of time running his mouth, Cole. If it was me, I'd put a little bit more energy into prove my in-ring skills.
Cena's a
Those legs. What is he
WWE
gonna
champion,
do? I don't know any of his
How
moves
much
here.
more improvement do you really need?
I know the guy's on top. I understand.
What a counter that was.
You're supposed to be the good guy, Cena.
What's happened to Eddie Guerrero, Cole? You feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that.
Ooh, the sleeper. Put him to sleep, Eddie.
I think John Cena has risen through the SmackDown ranks faster than any other superstar in recent memory. I can't remember the last time I saw a superstar dominate the way Cena has.
Yeah, Cole, but you said it yourself. John Cena has shot up real quick. He ain't picked up the experience that a lot of other superstars have, and that could be a little bit of a problem for him.
Well, from where I sit, I haven't seen a lot of
He slipped out of that one.
There we go.
You know, Cole, the more I watch this match, the more I'm thinking that there's some legitimate personal issues here between these superstars.
You might be right, Taz. After all, they spent the better part of the match beating the hell out of each other. It's hard not to take
Eddie.
something like that personally. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
Cena sucks.
Eddie Guerrero is one of my favorite
sucks.
superstars on the SmackDown
Let's go.
roster, and I think these fans agree with me. It seems like being a crowd pleaser is another Guerrero family tradition. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
I think they're slowing their pace down a little bit, Cole, and that's a good way to refocus your energy, but you also give your opponent time to recover. That's not good.
It certainly isn't. But if you try to rush
need to
things,
figure out
you
where
could
the
wind up
Three
making a
Amigos
critical
is.
mistake that could cost you the match. There's a lot of things under the ring, and all of them hurt.
Stupid.
One.
I can't remember the last time I seen a crowd so pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight.
These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon.
Oh.
That was a textbook reversal. It's crazy to think we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, Cole. Keep it up, and you're gonna find out how tough this job really is when your jaw gets wide shut.
This is the submissions, isn't it? Yeah.
These superstars are pounding the heck out of each other. How much longer can they keep this up?
I don't know, Taz, but you can bet that it's going to get a lot worse before it's over. What a reversal! Come on, ref, ring the damn bell.
Oh.
You can't let him get away with that.
Hey, it ain't how you play the game, Cole. It's whether you win or lose.
Nice. Okay, I like. Because I like.
He wasted no time going for that pin.
2, 3.
Whoa! I'm not sure if everyone's going to be happy about it, but this one is in the books.
Can you feel the heat?
Here's your winner.
All right, that's going to be how I win matches then.
RVD is the cat that rolls thunder and home smoke, but gets his ass whipped when he messes with grown folk. You blaze trees, I break knees, and your frog splash is trash. You ain't got what it takes, please. I'm the whole damn show from sunlight to sundown. Van Dam is the reason Teddy Long got run down. Stick them thumbs up your ass, RVD. John Cena, Chain Gang. You can't see me.
Oh, wow. That was real clever the way you made everything rhyme there, Vanilla Ice. It's too bad you can't wrestle half as good as you rhyme. You seem like you've got a lot of hostility that you need to get out of your system. So how about meeting me in this ring a little later and seeing what we can do about
You want to go, RVD? Well, why don't we do it right now?
Well, here's a pleasant surprise. It looks like Torrie Wilson's coming down here to try to get these two to take it down a notch. Remember, Torrie was the last one to see General Manager Teddy Long before his accident just a few weeks ago.
And it was some questions meant for Torrie that sparked the problems between all these guys. Problem is, Cole, when you got a hot tomato like Torrie, who tries to calm down guys who are acting all macho and whatnot, it's like trying to put out fire with gasoline.
Rob, John, come on. You guys don't need to do this. Why don't you just shake hands and call off this nonsense?
The only nonsense here is what's between his ears if he thinks he's got what it takes to hang with me and my chain gang.
it. Gee, dog, hanging with you sounds really cool and all, but if it's all the same to you, I think I'd rather just kick your ass.
Guys, please. This isn't helping anything. Please calm down and let's talk this out.
I'd punk you out right now if there wasn't a lady present. But that's all right. I'll see you back here later tonight.
No problem, Cena. I wouldn't want Torrie to have to watch the beating I'm going to give you anyway.
GTA 5 is pretty
Looks like you
intense
were
on
right,
the system.
Taz. It seems like Torrie Wilson's presence hasn't calmed anyone. She's trying her best to help, but she's inadvertently exasperated the situation.
Yeah, not only that, she made it a heck of a lot worse, too.
Okay, so yeah, that's like I feel the same. Like I feel like Fallout 4 might do that to me if I kept playing or if I tried to play around the city.
Torrie Wilson, just the little lady I was looking for. Must be pretty flattering to have all those boyfriends doing all that fighting over you like that, huh?
What do you want, JBL?
Oh, I just had a quick question for you. But don't worry, I'm not going to accuse you of attempted murder or nothing. Now listen, right before Theodore Long's unfortunate accident, did he happen to ask you about any paperwork or contracts or anything like that?
Contracts? No, what are you talking about?
Oh, nothing much. Just...
JBL, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, I was just leaving. See you soon, Tori.
What the heck was that all about?
I don't know, but listen, we have a bigger problem. John and Rob are gonna tear each other apart tonight if we don't do something to stop them.
Why not let them do it and get it out of their systems?
Because you and I both know that this isn't just going to be a match. They both think they have something to prove. It's so stupid and pointless. But I need you to be the special referee and make sure they don't kill each other out there tonight.
I don't know. It's not really my thing.
Please? As a favor to me?
All right. As a favor to you, I'll do what I can.
Thanks so much. I owe you one. Now you'd better go get ready.
Well, I guess he's going to referee the match, but he certainly doesn't seem to be too excited about stepping between Cena and RVD tonight.
No, but I'd sure say he's motivated. Not for nothing. You don't say no to a chick like that. I'd be happy to ref that match if it meant Tori Wilson owed me a favor.
All right, so just to get you caught up, the general manager of SmackDown got attacked. It's a hit and run mystery. I'm pretty sure it says that in the title, though. Oh yeah, the description. Yeah, I have the title and everything. Okay, yeah, that's the TLDR. I questioned a bunch of people. I questioned the two guys that are in this match, and I accused RVD, Rob Van Dam, of taking him out for a title shot. And now it's led to this. Eddie Guerrero is a great wrestler, great performer. What's kind of eerie about this game, though, is like it was released pretty much right during the time of his passing, and there's a storyline with him involved in the Undertaker that kind of ends in kind of like a cryptic, almost weird sort of way. But being that we're playing as Eddie Guerrero, we're gonna skip over that. Even though it's a good story, it's just kind of, I don't know, it feels kind of weird / in bad taste.
Following contest is a special referee match. On the way to the ring, from Battle Creek, Michigan.
Yeah, Eddie was great. Good to see you here, Skinny.
And the opponent from West.
He was gearing up to take on Batista for that World Championship.
Can you feel the heat? Say hello to Eddie. I don't care if you don't like me. Fight me.
Alright, so there's no commentators talking over the music, so unfortunately we got to skip the intros unless they have commentators. But I'm also just a special guest referee, so...
How much longer are these superstars going to be able to
Yeah.
Your guess is as
If
good
I
as
had to
mine,
compare the
Taz.
two, I would
They're
say, like,
certainly
Chris
not
Benoit
going easy on
probably has
each
the
other,
technical
that's
edge
for
over
sure.
Eddie, but I think Eddie was the overall better superstar. He could cut a promo, he could do technician,
Cole, but once
submission,
he's lost the match, this guy's gonna wish
he could
that
do
spent
face
more
or
time
heel.
going after his opponent.
Benoit
I think you're wrong about that,
was
Taz.
just all
I think
technical.
this is going to make
And he
his
was a
victory
great
tonight
technical
that
wrestler,
much
but he
sweeter.
just... It was harder to get it was harder to have fun with him, like watching him.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience,
Like Eddie had the
trust me,
lowrider,
you
he
could
would
cut
lie,
this
he would
tension
cheat,
with a
he
knife.
would steal.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think... What a counter that was!
Try to vault right down the middle.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars,
didn't he get
and I
that,
think this
the
match
nickname, the
might
Crippler,
only
from his match with
exasperate
Sabu
Jeez, Cole,
in Japan,
watch your
or was it
language, will
ECW?
ya? It's a family show.
I said exasperate. Not... Oh, never mind.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
I felt like this story kind of really
Watch
fit
it.
Eddie.
He reversed it.
And it's the last time we get to, like, you can play as him in 2007, but he's not in season mode. Naturally, he doesn't have any voice lines.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out
This
the
is
winner.
also the last game
they
where
have
Hulk
it,
Hogan
Cole.
has, like,
That's
voice
the kind
lines
of
in season
attitude
mode.
that gets
But
you
2007
beat
lets
quicker
you
than
play as
anything.
Roddy
As soon
Piper.
as you let the
And
slightest
he's
doubt
got
into your mind,
voice
you can
lines for
forget
season
about
mode,
it.
which
And that's
is
something I don't
going to
think
be a
people
future.
realize.
I'm definitely
The
going to be doing
mental
that.
conditioning of
Although
the
I don't
WWE
think
superstars is
SVR
just as
2007
impressive
has
as the
interesting
physical conditioning.
storylines. In 2008, it's kind of... Ugh. But you get to play as Sabu in 2008.
You know what? This Cena, he spends a
So-
lot of time running his mouth, Cole. If it was me, I'd put a little bit more... feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that.
SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 has a lot of great wrestlers, but like you can't play as a lot of them in season mode.
You know, RVD calls himself the whole damn show, and that
I would
just
have loved
gives you
to
an
play as
idea,
Fit
just
Finlay
a little sample how big this
in
guy's
season
ego
mode.
is. I think he should focus his energy on winning matches and titles instead of promoting himself all the time. He dodged that bullet.
It's amazing how
These
long that story
superstars
has
give
played out.
everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you. And that reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
Looks like Cena's got this. His stats are like sky high though, so.
He's going for the pin.
You gotta be kidding me. That was nowhere near 3. That was a textbook reversal. This has been a real rocket bust of a match so far, Cole.
It's a rocket
It has
buster.
indeed. But I think this crowd would like to see these superstars pick up the pace a little bit.
What are you talking about? This is some class. Wow, great reversal.
Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think.
What are you gonna do, Cena? Hey.
And I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
Cena's got his
And that's the
finisher. All he
attitude
has
you
to
have
do
to
is
take
put him
to
away.
win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you come up with this stuff, Cole. Because it's sure not from personal experience, I know that.
3, 4, 5.
Well, I think this was pretty much a foregone conclusion. Not too tough to figure out who's going to win this one.
You know, this wouldn't be the first time you made a prediction that didn't pan out.
That's pretty funny. You know what I predict?
I think these fans know what's coming next.
You know it,
All right,
Cole.
I think he's got him here.
You. Man, get a load of that power.
Come on, pin him.
On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it.
He's got him.
Stick a fork in it, Cole. This match is...
I gotta sit down and actually watch one of these shows one of these days. I always catch recaps.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Here we go again with these three.
This potentially explosive situation is about to blow sky high.
Please,
We
stop
saw
it.
this last time. Tori did more harm than good.
If you ask
don't
me,
do this.
I think Tori's best move is to just stay out of it at this point.
Stop it right now! How do you think it makes me feel? Knowing that you guys are all trying to out-macho each other for me. And don't tell me that's not what's going on. Believe me, I know men, and I know when you're trying to impress a woman.
She sees right through him, Cole. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever tried to impress a woman?
Well, partner,
Don't answer that.
I can only think of one sure way to make you guys stop. This Sunday, at Judgment Day, you're all going to face off in a triple threat match. And I'm going to put my contract on the line. I'll manage whoever wins. And whoever doesn't win had better act like a gentleman about it, or I'll never speak to you again.
Well, I'll tell you, Tori Wilson just laid down the law. Now I've seen just about everything.
Can she do that? Can Tori just make a pay-per-view match like that?
Well, with Teddy Long out, we've got no general manager, right? Who's gonna say no? And with Tori's
I remember
services
watching
on the
Lucha
line,
Underground.
I don't
It
think
was great.
any of
I
these
only
guys
watched it a
are
few
gonna
times, but every
object
time I
at
watched it,
all.
it was
That's
very,
for sure,
it just
partner.
really drew you in. Tori Wilson really isn't known for being that alpha. She doesn't. She was more one of the divas than the women's wrestlers, but I don't know. Her feud with Sable was kind of noteworthy. I don't think there was a lot of great, like Trish Stratus and Lita are the only ones that come to mind off the top of head. Off the top of my head. Ah, shit. What does everybody want? Molly Holly, yeah. Oh shit, yeah. She was good too. They made her shave her head. Alright, let's do this triple threat match and maybe hopefully win. DQ is on, knockout is off. Great. Victoria. Yeah, her and Stevie Richards had like the... In 2006?
Here we go. A triple threat match for the managerial services of Tori Wilson. No titles are on the line, but we're going to have one very happy winner nonetheless.
I'll tell you, Cole, I gave a lot of thought to lacing my boots up again and making this a fatal forward.
I should correct
that
myself.
Tori Wilson
This
is
game
smoking hot.
representing
This
this
is gonna be
time
intense.
period doesn't have a lot of good women wrestlers. It pretty much just has Lita and Trish. Is Mickey James in this game? She was around at this time, wasn't she? It's gonna be a copyright restriction. Darn it. Forgive me, YouTube. It's not intentional. I was yapping.
From Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing 200.
John Cena sucks. them battle it out for a while. I'm gonna be sneaky
What a
and
counter
dirty
that
AF.
was!
Darn it.
These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one. He's going for the cover, Cole. Why? That wasn't even close to 3.
I can't say that I have, Skinny.
Wow, now that one's not in the rule book. But you know what they say, it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that?
This guy might not have enough to kick out. Let me tell you, Cole, I spoke to these superstars before the match, and I ain't never seen competitors more fired up and ready to get it on.
Judging from how this match has gone so far, Taz, I have no trouble believing that whatsoever.
Hang out here for a second.
This is not just a match anymore, Cole. These superstars have got a legitimate beef with each other.
They do indeed.
All right.
There's a lot of bad blood here for sure.
And if this keeps up much longer,
It doesn't.
that bad
It
blood's
doesn't
gonna wind up
ring a
all
bell
over
off
the
the
place.
top of my head.
I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that.
In about half an hour, I'm gonna have to take like a 5-minute break. Maybe sooner.
It's been a
than that.
long time since I saw a crowd get behind a superstar the way they have for John Cena.
Yeah, that's great, Cole. No doubt the WWE fans, they love John Cena. I get that. But this is not a popularity contest. It's a physical, athletic competition.
I don't think Cena's got any problem being
Watch it. He reversed it.
RVD just isn't as durable. And I can't imagine Eddie is as durable either. They're both cruiserweights.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're gonna be snippy, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that he was one step ahead on that one. Eddie Guerrero's one of my...
Nice quick counter.
We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, no, that's not gonna make you popular, but you gotta do whatever it takes to win.
This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's
Come
a good thing,
on,
too,
miss
Cole.
me with that
If they're not buying tickets...
And there's the pin! Nice reversal.
Oh, I can actually focus on the referee. Good to know for the future.
What's happened to Eddie Guerrero? I mean, this guy used to be the WWE champion. And now look at him.
What are you talking about, Taz? Eddie continues to compete and the conditions are...
Wow. I guess it's true what they say, flip-flop. It's all fair in love and war.
And there certainly isn't a lot of love being shown in that ring tonight.
Pin him.
He may get the 3 count right here.
2, 3.
Yes!
Like this capacity.
Stick the
Ese
fork in it,
vato.
Cole. This match is done.
Poked him in the eyes. DDT. Because I lie, I cheat, and I steal.
That's John Bradshaw Layfield. What's the WWE champion doing out here?
Ooh-wee. That was one hell of a match you boys just put on. I knew it was going to be a classic. That's why I didn't bother telling you that you damn near killed each other for something that's already mine.
Something that's already his? What is he talking about?
You see, prior to his tragic accident. I struck a deal with our former general manager, Teddy Long, to procure the managerial services of one Torrie Wilson for myself.
What? Just what is JBL saying?
So thanks for the show, boys. But just like this WWE title, Torrie Wilson is the exclusive property of John Bradshaw.
I don't believe it. Tori's been under contract to JBL all this time, and she didn't even know it. That must have been what JBL was asking her about last week.
I think it's safe to say the three guys in the ring cannot be happy about this. They've been hacked. How are they going to react to this news on SmackDown?
Ugh.
Thank you. You people are too good to me.
Is JBL hearing the same crowd I'm hearing?
You know, I've accomplished a great many things in my career. I made a fortune in the stock market. I am one of the greatest WWE champions in history. And damned if I ain't one of the most humble sons of bitches to ever set foot in a SmackDown ring.
It's all true, Cole. He is humble. You know what? You should try and be a little humble sometimes.
Oh, please.
But for all of my accomplishments, one of my absolute greatest was adding Torrie Wilson to my administration. And nothing against you, Orlando, but you're my favorite acquisition.
You know, JBL, for all the bragging you do, it looks to me like you couldn't get yourself a mamacita without buying her contract.
That's a damn lie. Women everywhere fall at my feet. I am a wealthy man. I am a captain of industry. I am a wrestling god.
I love how some of the characters
ad-lib. Well, if you're as great as
ad-lib.
you say you are, Holmes, then how about a little match tonight? You and me for Torrie's contract.
A match? With you? You've got to be kidding me. You're not in my league, son.
What a champion.
But I'll tell you what I will do. You go backstage and get one of your boyfriends to team up with you, and you can face my current administration in a match later on tonight.
Generous of JBL. I mean, you gotta admit that.
Because normally the
Generous?
line is you can't get a woman without buying her contract. But you know, Eddie always uses his Spanish. So, but the problem with the ad-lib is it didn't mesh up very well with his voice lines there, or with his mouth movement. It wasn't synced with his mouth movement. But I prefer the ad-lib, like Hogan, like brother, at the end of every other sentence. I'm going to team up with John Cena. I'll be right back. Bathroom break. All right, let's go.
Following handicap match is scheduled for one fall. On the way.
All right.
Nothing move but the money, yeah. I do what
And the opponent from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 250. And the tag team
Forgot these guys
partner
had theme music.
from Columbus, Ohio, at a combined weight of 485 pounds.
There's just a bunch of S&M fetishists that this multimillionaire picked up and said, hey, be my secretaries of defense. Because they can take a whooping? I don't know what the logic is here.
He's showing absolutely no respect for his opponent.
Yeah, and his opponent's not doing nothing about it. What's that tell you? He likes fighting dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's pretty good at it.
He certainly is, and I hope he's proud of himself. Personally, I find it disgusting.
Wow, great reversal.
Sleeper.
Oh my, there's the submission hold. He's in the driver's seat now.
No
They
doubt,
hit each
Cole.
other.
If your opponent lets you lock that in, it usually means that they ain't got much left.
Who's the legal? Danny's the legal man.
We've seen this before.
You
He'll
do
do
it.
whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, no, that's not gonna...
Look at this, Taz. This could be it.
Good night, Irene. Nobody sticks around long after taking a
What is with
finisher
the
like
lag?
that. Wow, look at that confidence. He's letting his opponent know who the boss is.
He'd better watch out, though. His cockiness could backfire in a major way.
He smells blood in the water, Cole. He's going straight
Wow,
for the
this guy has
submission.
no
And
submission
this could
skill.
prove
I am
to be
just...
a decisive moment in this match. Great reversal.
Orlando Jordan's being referred to as OJ.
These
OJ
fans
sucks.
just can't get enough of Latino Heat. Eddie Guerrero's got them in the palm of his hand.
Yeah, and I don't know why. He lies, he cheats, he steals, and he lost the WWE title to JBL. What's he got left?
How about a love for the business, Taz? How about a commitment to putting on the best show possible for his fans? Eddie has never forgotten that they're the reason he's here, and he never takes them for granted. And there's the submission hold. What a deadly maneuver this is.
You're not kidding, Cole.
What a cowardly move. You can't win fair and
Get
square,
up.
so he tries to screw his opponent out of the victory.
Hey, look, there's nothing wrong with him doing whatever it takes to win the match. If it was that bad, the ref would have DQ'd him, right?
Look at this. No fear on the face of this superstar.
Yeah, that and 50 cents will get you a cup of coffee. Whoa, there goes the ref. Well, might as well chuck the rule book out the window now.
And that also means that there's no one to call a pinfall or submission. He's taking a little time to give. He's laying waste to his opponent with that steel chair.
He can taunt all he wants, Cole, but once he's lost the match, this guy's gonna wish that he spent more time going after his opponent.
Oh, bro.
I think you're wrong about that, Taz. I think this is going to make his victory tonight that much sweeter.
Dude.
Man, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their way, there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're gonna win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to
I can't tell the
outlast
difference
their
between
opponent.
the two.
What a reversal! Will we see a...
Wow. I guess it's true what they say, flip-flop. It's all fair in love and war.
And there certainly isn't a lot of love being shown in that ring tonight.
These superstars give every... There's the submission hold. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out to this one, Cole.
You and me both, partner, and we might be about to see another one right here.
I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that.
I was going to say, I hit the first button on time.
Let me tell you, Cole, I spoke to these superstars before the match, and I ain't never seen competitors more fired up and ready to get it on.
Bullshit.
Judging from how this match has gone so
Yeah,
far,
take
Taz,
off the turnbuckle
I
cover.
have no trouble believing that whatsoever. I don't think he's going to win any
Get
fans
your sorry
over with
ass
that.
up here.
It ain't about winning over the fans, though, Cole. He's letting everyone know that he don't give a damn what they think.
What a counter that was!
Dude, get out of the way.
You know, this Doug Basham's a real cerebral superstar, Cole. My people tell me he's the brick. He dodged that bullet.
This could be a finishing move right here.
Don't know why you're not.
Nice! You know what? I always thought there was too many rules in this business anyway.
Well, I personally was looking forward to a clean, competitive matchup.
It'd be great if you pinned him.
He may get the 3 count.
You sorry
here.
sack of shit.
Wow. Now that one's not in the rule book.
Fucking
But you know,
stupid ass fucking not gonna do anything either.
they say it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't
Get
believe
the
it.
fuck
How
up.
could the referee have missed that?
Here we go with more slow, stupid bullshit. Get in here. Get the
He's going
fuck
for the
in here.
submission.
And he might get it. He's got that hold locked in. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
So why can't I change
I'm telling you,
my
from my
target to
in-ring
one of the two
experience,
guys on the apron?
trust
Because that
me,
makes
you
sense.
could
You want to
cut
hit
this
them
table
down
at
before
night.
they...
I don't think you need
stupid.
in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating on these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Here's the pin. What? That wasn't even two.
It would have been if anybody was worth a fuck. Come on.
Man, I don't envy that ref. You know,
I would have
the
loved to
last place
tag
I
you
wanna be
earlier,
between these
fuckface.
superstars.
You can say that again. Talk about hazardous to your health.
Okay, since I don't control Cena.
You know, you can show off for the crowd all you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, Taz, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar.
This Danny Basham's a real bull in the china shop, Cole, I'm telling you. You know,
The referee saw the tag. I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
that ain't necessarily the case, Cole, just because it's called a...
Nice reversal.
Yes, I want to hit the ref. Fucking idiot. Why can't I hit
This
anybody but the
capacity
person
crowd
right in
is
front of me?
certainly
What
getting
is this
its
stupid
money's
shit?
worth. Oh no, the referee is down. What's going to happen now?
Anything and everything, Cole. No ref means no rules. The tag's been made and his...
My God, he's not doing his opponent any favors with that ring bell.
That was a textbook reversal.
There's the cover.
No! Get to him, you stupid fuck!
Wow, talk about cutting it close. That was almost free.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
They made the tag, and here we go. Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter.
Come on, focus on the people that you need to focus. Yeah, you stupid bitch.
What's happened to Eddie Guerrero, Cole? Looks like someone's making it pretty clear that he's not feeling too threatened right about now.
Well, this is a good way to find yourself in a bad situation. He's wasting time instead of following up here.
I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this.
And there's the reversal. The conditions are right for a finishing move.
4.
Did you see that? What a desperate maneuver.
You know what they say, Cole? It's all legal until you get caught.
Yo, what's up, man? Joel, right? I'm doing alright, sort of.
Like it, but
mild crash out with these damn.
It's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game.
It's a double counter.
Too
Shit!
bad that's it, Cole.
Fuck this match anyway. Fucking lag, can't focus on anybody. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Believe it. This is a damn mugging.
It ain't exactly Queensberry rules, Cole, but I'm pretty sure we ain't Queensberry neither.
crappy game mechanics. Better season mode, definitely, but controls, yeah. Apologize for my language. I'll try to tone it down. Oh, I'm pissed. I'm glad that's over. Save, so I never have to do that nonsense again. Yeah, all of Eddie's moves, like, I'm still trying to find which button combination is the Three Amigos, but, like, every time I've been looking, oh, he's doing this move, and then it's something completely different by the end of it. All of his moves, they're good moves, it's just, they're not, it's like the complete opposite of Hogan. Like, you know from start to finish what Hogan's gonna do. Yo, what's up, Butler? How's it going? We're more here for the story anyway.
Tori, what are you doing here?
Listen, I don't have much time. JBL's gonna notice that I'm missing before too long. But I have some good news. I've convinced JBL to put my contract on the line at Vengeance. In an Iron Man match.
That's great.
But there are two catches. The first is that I had to agree that it would be a lifetime contract. If JBL wins, I'm his for the rest of my career.
Don't worry, Tori. That will never happen. What's the second catch?
The superstar who wants to sign the match for Vengeance has to beat Orlando Jordan in a match tonight.
Beat Orlando? No problem. I could take him in my sleep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean you'll take on Orlando?
Just what I said. Dude, you got a problem with that?
Yeah, I do have a problem with that. I can take Orlando myself, Holmes.
Right on, that's cool. Tell you what, we'll solve your problem the way I used to solve all my problems back in the day. With a hardcore match.
I don't believe it. These guys still can't get on the same page. Now they're going to have a match to decide who gets to take on JBL's chief of staff later tonight.
Not just a match, Cole, a hardcore match. This don't look good for Tori.
Following contest is a hardcore match. On the way to the ring.
Can you feel the heat?
And the opponent from El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I don't have the entirety of this season mode mapped out. Like I've got certain checkpoints, but I didn't remember the entirety of. That's gonna be a copyright. Damn it! Sorry, YouTube. YouTube needs to chill out. I have the entrance music on its lowest volume setting too.
Eddie Guerrero's one of my favorite superstars on the SmackDown roster. And I think...
Just a second. Alright, give me like 3 minutes. I'll be right back. Yo, what's up, D-Star? Just taking a quick intermission. I'll be right back. Doing some Eddie Guerrero 2006 season mode. Be right back. Please excuse my absence. All right. Intermission almost over. Give me like a minute and a half. All right. Sorry about that. It was a much-needed intermission.
It seems like being a crowd pleaser is another Guerrero family tradition.
Hey, speaking of traditions, Cole, let me ask you this. How come you always...
Great reversal!
This is a hardcore match, right?
Yeah. What's happened to Eddie Guerrero?
If you're still here, D-Star,
I mean, this guy used to be the WWE champion.
Well,
and
I
now
guess
look
that's
at him.
What are you talking
irrelevant.
about, Taz? Eddie continues to compete
If
at
you
a
are,
level
I
most
hope you're well.
superstars can only dream of. The fact that he's not wearing the WWE title on his way to the ring doesn't change that.
Don't kid yourself, Cole. This business is about how much money you make and how much gold you got around your waist. That, if he keeps connecting with that chair, this is gonna be a real short match.
Here, let me close a few things and see if that helps. Not that I have much open, but... Alright, maybe that will help a little bit. Or maybe if I... There we go.
Man, I don't envy that ref. You know, the last place I'd want to be is between these superstars.
You can say that again. Talk about hazardous to your health.
Wow, I'm telling you, I don't think that chair's gonna be good for anything after this match.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
There we go.
I'm sure they have it, Cole. That, man, what a chair shot. Reminds me of my old ECW days. You know, you can show off for the crowd all you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, Taz, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar.
He just slapped away my drop kick.
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out. but now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do I, Taz. And I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over their opponents and still lose the match because they got sloppy.
Anything can happen in WWE. An entire match can turn on one or two big moves.
And that's why you can't take your eyes off the action for 1 second. You never know when something huge is gonna go down.
That's not what the chair was meant to be used for.
Oh, God! The ref's on Dream Streak, Cole. Anything goes now.
Unfortunately, you're right, Taz. There's no one to enforce the rules until the ref revives.
Come on. Latino Heat.
This is one hell of a performance by some amazing superstars, Cole.
What did you expect, Taz? This is SmackDown, after all, the #1 brand in sports entertainment. Enough's enough. Someone's got to get that chair from him.
It's like making him immune. Dude, get back here.
I think someone's looking for a weapon here, Cole. You could bust someone's head wide open with that ring bell.
Dude.
Taz, and you're in...
Listen to me, Cole. Getting hit by that thing's even worse than it looks. I think we might be in for a finisher here, Cole. Wow. I guess it's true what they say, Flip-Flop. It's all fair in love and war.
And there certainly isn't a lot of love being shown in that ring tonight.
Pin him.
Here's the pin.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, man, these fans. I'm not
Finish
sure
the
if everyone's going to be
hardcore
happy
match
about
with a
it,
high
but...
poke and a headbutt. Or, no, not a headbutt. A DDT. You're making him headbutt the canvas. That was my thought.
Can you feel the heat?
Here's your winner.
Alright, and now all I gotta do is beat Orlando Jordan.
For a man who just beat Rob Van Dam in a hardcore match, he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, but does he have enough left in the tank to take on Orlando Jordan tonight?
He'll have to. And he'll have to win if he wants to go to Vengeance this Sunday and face JBL in that Iron Man match for Torrie Wilson's lifetime contract.
I can't be weak. Coming from the streets of the ghetto at the end of the week. I get to keep your...
Nothing move but the money, yeah. I do what
And the opponent, accompanied by...
Gave him a, like he's pretty, like, his model's pretty good. Like, it's a shame he didn't stay around very long. JBL's cabinet just kind of sucked. It was terrible.
These superstars are clearly giving it their all tonight.
Not a surprise there at all, Cole. I mean, tell me the last time that you saw a WWE superstar only go halfway.
I don't think I ever...
Wow, great reversal.
I wonder how many Orlando Jordan fans there are in the world.
What's happened to Eddie Guerrero, Cole? I mean, this guy used to be the WWE champion, and now look, and there's the counter, Cole. Orlando's got some real impressive physical
There we go.
gifts,
I
Cole.
found it. The Three Amigos.
He's a big dude. He's quick as heck. And you know what? He's got friends in high places.
But he's still so inexperienced, Taz. And I think that explains some of the mistakes he's made in the ring. And when it comes to choose...
He dodged that bullet. I don't think this is just a match anymore, Cole. This is getting personal.
Well, what do you expect? They've been beating the hell out of each other all match.
Yeah, but it's more than that, Cole. I don't think they look at each other the same way after this one.
One.
Ha! Now that's the way you do it. Let your opponent know who the boss is.
Or you can just keep posturing and give your opponent time to recover.
Oh.
2. 3.
Look at these superstars go. It's obvious they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they had.
90% of a match is in the preparation, Cole.
Nice reversal.
3. 4.
This is completely off the hook, Cole.
We were expecting a solid match from these superstars, but this is even better than I'd hoped.
6.
There's the reversal, Cole.
1. 2.
No doubt from what we're seeing here, these WWE fans are getting their money's
3.
worth.
If they don't yet, I'm sure they will by the end of the match, Taz.
4. 5. 6.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case,
8.
Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not.
Come on, ref, ring the damn bell. You can't let him get away with that.
Hey, it ain't how you play the game, Cole. It's whether you win or lose.
Roll him over.
He's going for the pin, Cole.
Not even a 2 count. What a reversal.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
No joke, Cole. These guys know what they're doing. Hence the word, trained professionals. Here it comes, look out!
Oh man, many of superstars fallen prey to that finishing maneuver.
Wow, now that one's not in the rule book. But you know what they say, it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that? That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead. Come on, ref. That should have been a disqualification right there.
What's up, Tommy?
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, Cole, but it's not. It's not a disqualification.
When it comes to the season mode, I'm 100% on you on that.
He saw that one coming.
Controls, I might agree with you on the controls too. I've had a rough time with them a little bit, but I think it's just because I'm rusty and not really because the game's lacking.
Eddie Guerrero is
Or
one of my favorite
TLDR,
superstars on the
issue.
SmackDown roster, and I think these fans agree with me. It seems like being a crowd pleaser is another Guerrero family tradition.
Speaking of traditions, Cole, let me ask you this. How come you always jump
I hope
over
you're well.
someone like
Pardon my
JBL or
yapping.
Kurt Angle when they lie, cheat, or steal?
Trauma
But it's
dumping.
okay when Eddie does it. I don't get that.
I don't think it's okay when Eddie...
Watch it. He reversed it.
You just had to hit that.
I think we know which way this one's gonna go, Cole.
Actually, Taz, from my perspective, I think it could go either way.
And what perspective would that be exactly?
2.
The perspective of somebody who has a neck that resembles a stack of dimes?
I just dodged all of his grapples. Okay,
He was one step
that's
ahead
great.
on that one. These fans just can't get enough of Latino Heat. Eddie Guerrero's got them in the palm of his hand.
Yeah, and I don't know why. He lies, he cheats, he steals, and he lost the WWE title to JBL. What's he got left?
How about a love for the business, Taz? How about a commitment to putting on the best show possible for his fans? Eddie has never forgotten that they're the reason he's here, and he never takes them for granted.
You feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that.
Let's see if the
Man,
lasso
you just
from El
can't
Paso
put
goes
anything
up.
over on these fans.
You sure can't. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it.
There's the submission hold. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out to this one, Cole.
You and me both, partner, and we might be about to see another one right here.
1, 2.
Wow, I thought he had the pin for sure. I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game.
1, 2.
Orlando Jordan has everything it takes to be a great competitor, except good judgment about who he considers to be his friends.
Give it a rest, Cole, please. He slipped out of that one. This could be big, but it could backfire real bad, too.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
There we go.
These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
Nope.
Wow. I guess it's true what they say, flip-flop. It's all fair in love and war.
And there certainly isn't a lot of love being shown in that ring tonight. He wasted no time going for that pin.
You can only do that one more time before he gets kicked out.
You're not going to see action like this. That was like 2.5, Cole.
Maybe, but didn't happen.
He's been looking for that all match, Cole, and now he's taking advantage.
Come on, partner. Taking advantage is a rather generous way to put it. He's cheating, plain and simple.
1.
Looks like someone's making it pretty clear that he's not feeling too threatened right about now.
Well, this is a good way to find yourself in a bad situation. He's wasting time instead of following up here.
Looks to me as this can go down in the books as an instant classic.
I think just about every match has that potential, Taz. This is the WWE after all.
You know, the key to winning a match like this is to build some momentum. And you're not going to see a match won with just 1 or 2 moves.
No, but 1 or 2.
He's going for the cover, Cole.
He's got to do more damage before he can get a 3 count. What a cowardly move. He can't win fair and square, so he tries to screw his opponent out of the victory.
Hey, look, there's nothing wrong with him doing whatever it takes to win the match. If it was that bad, the ref would have DQ'd him, right?
These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't go too far in this business if you're not, Cole.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up.
Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter.
Hasn't this gone on long enough? Yeah, yes.
This has been a real rocket bus of a match so far, Cole.
It has indeed, but I think this crowd would like to see these superstars. What a deadly submission hold this is. We might see a tap out right here.
It won't surprise me one bit. The longer you stay in this, the more risk you have for serious injury.
1.
Damn it, just get the away from me.
Look at this, Cole. He don't look too worried about this match.
Well, he should be. Until that bell rings, this is still anyone's match.
4.
Dude.
These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon. Great reversal.
Of course. Dude, miss me with this bullshit.
I think I've got a pretty good idea who's going to win this match, Cole.
I wouldn't be so sure, Taz. If there's one thing we've seen, it's that anything can happen here in the WWE.
So, Cole, you got any predictions, who you think's going to win this one?
No way. I've seen you embarrass yourself with enough bad guesses that I'm not going to risk doing the same.
Come on!
I think...
Ah, come on. How about a little sportsmanship, for God's sake?
Hey, Cole. 2 words. Shut up.
I have the stamina to go out there and beat him up. Just
he may get the 3 count.
bar him from ringside, you asshole. This is the 4th time.
Man, there's not a... You gotta be kidding me. That was nowhere near 3. And I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, Cole. Because it's sure not from personal experience, I know that. Nice quick counter. This guy might not have enough to kick out.
2. He hasn't done nearly enough to get the pin yet.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win, rather than compete fairly.
On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it. Way too early to get a 3 count. He likes fighting dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's pretty good at it.
He certainly is, and I hope he's proud of himself.
Come on!
I find it disgusting.
1.
You want to lose anyway. That's why you keep picking up the weapon.
Could be a finishing move right here.
Oh, just pin him, please. Please, please.
And there's the reversal.
So
and here's
done.
the cover.
1, 2.
Come on. That had to be 3.
Sweet motherfucker. Sweet motherfucker. Put him in
man,
Put him
here
in
it
this.
comes.
Put him in this fucking move and end the fucking match.
Right
Tap your sorry ass out.
There's a reason that's called a finishing move. He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
And that means you got to either dig deep and...
I don't believe it. This one's over.
We did it.
Can you feel the heat?
Here's your winner.
We did it. It was so annoying. And the AI was annoyed too. Like, I'm pretty sure it was disqualification. So hitting me with the weapon would have caused him to lose. How long is this? Because this is a timed match.
match for Torrie Wilson's lifetime contract. You know, Taz, I don't think JBL ever expected to actually have to wrestle this match.
I think JBL probably expected Orlando Jordan to get the job done last Thursday, but the chief of staff didn't come through. And as you can see from the fact that Orlando ain't here tonight, I think he might not be the chief anymore.
And just a reminder to all of our fans watching at home, although JBL is the WWE champion, his title is not on the line tonight.
Yeah, but never mind that. Torrie's lifetime contract is on the line. Not for nothing, I think I'd rather lose the title.
And the opponent from New York.
Eddie Guerrero is one of my favorite superstars on the SmackDown roster, and I think these fans agree with me. It seems like being a crowd pleaser is another Guerrero family.
Wow, now that one's not in the rule book. But you know what they say, it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that? He saw that one coming.
What's happened to Eddie Guerrero, Cole? I mean, this guy used to be the WWE champion, and now look at him.
What are you talking about, Taz? Eddie continues to compete at a level most superstars can only dream of. The fact that he's not wearing the WWE title on his way to the ring doesn't change that.
Don't kid yourself, Cole. This business is about how much money you make and how much gold you got around your waist. That's the bottom line. I like JBL's style, Cole. He sets a goal for himself. He tells you exactly...
He was one step ahead on that one.
Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my number one choice for a broadcast partner either.
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. Then it could be the king and queen on commentary.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you all the time. He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
And that means you gotta either dig deep and find a way to break it, or you gotta just flat out tap out.
Oh, fuck off.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
No joke, Cole. These guys know what they're doing. Hence the word, trained professionals.
All right, wonderful camera angle that missed everybody.
These fans...
That was a textbook reversal.
4, 5.
You're not gonna see action like this anywhere except SmackDown, Cole.
You'll get no argument from me, Taz.
7.
SmackDown is the dominant brand in all of sports entertainment.
Nice quick counter. I'll tell you, Cole, this is what the WWE is all about.
You're absolutely right, Taz. The greatest...
Whoa, there goes the ref. Well, might as well chuck the rule book out the window now.
And that also means that there's no one to call a pinfall or submission.
What are you talking about? Oh, the ref is out.
JBL has every advantage. Oh no, he's looking for a weapon. This could cause a serious injury. I wonder how JBL's going to try to cheat his way to victory here tonight, Taz.
You're out of line, Cole. And you probably don't want to slander a guy who's got as many lawyers as JBL's got either.
It's not slander if it's true, Taz. And if JBL wants to make an issue of it, I'm sure I can come up with plenty of evidence to support what I said.
When you see this level of competition, Cole, there is no doubt that SmackDown's just head and shoulders better than Raw.
I couldn't agree more, Taz. Raw has some incredible superstars, no question about it. But they just can't compete with SmackDown's finest.
Come on, Cole. I know you're just trying to be diplomatic, but you can't seriously sit there and say that there's anyone on the Raw roster you want to have here on SmackDown.
No, I'm 100% serious, Taz. Can you imagine having Triple H or Batista or Chris Jericho on Friday nights? That could take Smack. Oh my, there's the submission hold. He's in the driver's seat now.
Get out of the way.
No doubt, Cole, if your opponent lets you lock that in, it usually means that they ain't got much left.
Son of a bitch, dude. Fucking. Oh my fuck.
I can't remember the last time.
What a submission maneuver. You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of it, Cole. That's the truth. And let me tell you, it's better to give than receive. It's not easy maintaining this type of intensity week after week after week, Cole. Trust me.
I don't doubt it, Taz. The WWE superstars don't get an off-season. They compete every week until they're not physically capable of continuing.
Seems like things have quieted down a little bit here, Cole.
I think this may just be the calm before the storm, Taz. Great reversal!
Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Cole, this ain't ballet. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually stepped in between the ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
Cole, I swear, I'm gonna replace you with someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes. He dodged that bullet. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win rather than compete fairly.
All right, let's go.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar's like a wounded animal. It's a...
Come on, ref, ring the damn bell. You can't let him get away with that.
Hey, it ain't how you play the game, Cole. It's whether you win or lose. Here's the pin. This could be it.
1, 2, 3.
It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong.
2.
And here's the cover.
1.
That wasn't even 2. I don't think this is just a match anymore, Cole. This is getting personal.
Well, what do you expect? They've been beating the hell out of each other all match.
Yeah, but it's more than that, Cole. I don't think they look at each other the same way after this one.
4. 5.
So weird to hear Eddie sucks chants.
6.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're gonna be snippy, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
I'll tell you, as long as he slipped out of that one.
What an incredible match we've seen so far.
And it ain't over yet, Cole.
It sure isn't. I think these superstars could keep going for quite a while longer.
There we go.
Man, I don't envy that ref. You know, the last place I'd want to be is between these superstars.
Say that again. Talk about hazardous to your health.
Man, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their weapon, there's the cover. Can he do it?
Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter. I'll tell you, anyone who thinks this business is a piece of cake, they should get in the ring with these superstars.
I don't think anyone would last too long against them. These are trained WWE professionals.
Nice. You know what? I always thought there was too many rules in this business anyway.
Well, I personally was looking forward to a clean, competitive matchup.
On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it.
Kicked out just in the nick of time.
All right, I guess I can't pin him with that twice. Or maybe.
That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
1, 2.
Oh man, I can't believe that wasn't 3.
Come on, ref. That should have been a disqualification right there.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, Cole, but it's not. It's not a disqualification.
Yep, of course you're going.
And there's the reversal.
This one's gonna keep on going until someone can't go anymore.
And considering the conditioning of these athletes, that could be quite a while from now. Folks will be staying with this match to the end with no commercial interruptions.
Good thing too, Cole, because I don't think we'd ever hear the end of it if we cut away here.
You're probably right, Taz. I know I wouldn't want to miss a second of this action.
Watch it, he reversed it. Looks like they might be taking this match down a notch here, Cole.
The pace of the match may have slowed, but the intensity of these superstars certainly has.
Get up!
You could say that again. Waiting for your opponent to make a move or give an open. He's going for the submission.
And he might get it. He's got that hold locked in.
Come on, get up, get up, get up.
Can you believe this match so far, Cole?
I really
No,
can't.
son of a
This isn't anything like what I expected from these competitors.
Get
I gotta
up,
admit,
you fucking prick.
And I think it's that unpredictability that makes these superstars so exciting to watch. There are limits to the amount of punishment that a human body can absorb. And if you want proof of that, just take a look at these superstars.
No, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. No, son of a
he's going
bitch.
for the pin, Cole.
1, 2, 3.
I love hearing the crowd come alive.
Fuck.
Even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too. And I do agree with what they're saying, Taz.
Focus on him.
Man, even if you end up winning a match like this,
Oh, I
you're gonna be feeling it for the
fucking
next
hate you
week.
right now. I hate your
That's
guts.
the case if you lose as well, and having to deal with emotional as
Get
well
up.
as
Feel like a real
fucking
jerk
screwing
when
me. I
somebody
fucking
counters
know
you
it.
like that. This is one hell of a performance by some amazing superstars, Cole.
What did you expect,
Oh,
Taz?
miss me with
this
this
is
shit.
SmackDown, after all, the #1 brand in sports entertainment.
Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get in here, you sore son of a bitch.
How much longer are these superstars going to be able to keep it up?
Your guess is as good as mine, Taz. They're certainly not going easy on each other, that's for sure.
You're done. Come on.
Nice reversal.
I don't think I have it. It's gonna keep screwing me. You fucking prick. You fucking prick.
The pride in the hearts of these What a reversal.
Son of a bitch. Get up. Fuck.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience,
Look at this. Could it be?
you're damn right it is, Cole. And that's a heck of a finisher right there.
And here we go with the submission hold.
Son of a
This
bitch.
could be a pivotal moment in this
Pin.
match.
It sure could. There's a lot of pressure being applied in that hold, Cole.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
No, you fuck.
And I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally
I'm
nothing
screwed.
left
Damn
to
it.
give.
And that's
Screwed
the
me.
attitude
You
you have
screwed
to take
me.
to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you
So
can't
pissed.
afford to either.
I'd love
This
to
is
know
how I'm
where
gonna
you're coming
fucking
up
end
with
it.
this stuff, Cole. Because it's sure not from personal experience, I know that.
Oh, fucking. I'm pissed, guys. I'm so pissed. Fuck this.
I'll tell you, all the...
And that's it.
So it's
over.
I lose,
His
right? Because it's a fucking draw. Fuck. Fuck you. Damn it.
Hey, Tori, what the? When I was asked to come by the GM's office, you were just about the last person I expected to see here. Don't tell me you're the new general manager of SmackDown, coach.
No. The coach isn't your new general manager yet. But I have been asked to move over from Raw to take care of a few things during Teddy Long's absence. Now I know that all of you on SmackDown are upset about what happened to Teddy. But hey, life goes on, right? The WWE Board of Directors has asked me to help out with superstar scheduling for the upcoming WWE Legends World Tour. It turns out that Raz Muhammad Hassan isn't going to be able to make the tour. So, I need you to take his place. It's probably for the best anyway. I mean, can you imagine the trouble that guy would have had at Customs?
Look, coach, I appreciate the offer, but I'm staying right here on SmackDown to find out who ran down Teddy Long. And until that happens...
The investigation of Teddy Long's attack is already well in hand. Besides, it's not like you're actually a detective or anything, is it? I mean, what are the odds someone like you would solve it?
You know what, Holmes? The way you've been talking, I'm starting to wonder if you know more than what you're saying. You wouldn't be trying to get rid of me with this whole world tour thing.
I hope you're not implying that the coach ran down Teddy Long. Ask anyone, and they'll tell you that the coach is an excellent driver. Besides, the tour is going to feature some of the greatest WWE legends of all time. In fact, it's such a huge show that I decided not to book myself on it. I didn't want to blow the fans' minds with too much star power.
I think facing WWE legends would be a great chance to prove yourself to fans worldwide. It sounds like it could be a lot of fun. Plus, I don't think Coach is going anywhere for a while. You can stay here and deal with him if you want, but I'd just as soon get out of here until he's gone.
Listen, if I can get you on board and solve this scheduling problem, that's going to make me look good for the board of directors. So if you'll help me, I'll help you. Go on the tour, and I'll see if I can't pull a few strings to get you a WWE title match once you get back.
You can do that?
Absolutely! You're talking to the coach.
Okay, fine. For a title opportunity, you've got a deal.
Atta boy. Coach says you're welcome.
Alright, I guess we'll do a little bit of this because I really don't want to end on a bad note. But man, I put too much into that. That was 15 minutes. I thought I had it, and then it really screwed me at the end. Felt screwed. I felt screwed. Oh, shut up about the damn audio. I turned it off for a minute, asshole. I'm talking to YouTube Studio, not to anybody in particular. When did I get Trish? Oh, I just permanently have Trish now? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first week of the WWE Legends World Tour. This is Oklahoma's own Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler, and tonight we're across the pond in merry old England.
I love visiting other countries, JR. You get to learn so much about their cultures. For instance, did you know that they don't actually have English muffins in England? And lorries are trucks, and birds have puppies.
That's really fascinating, King. As you can see, this Manchester crowd is fired up to see a hometown favorite, the legendary British Bulldog, in action here tonight.
Eddie's a married man, so he doesn't need Corey's contract.
Can you feel the
Look at these superstars, JR. They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look in the eyes of these competitors. No one's giving an inch. What a competitor is Eddie Guerrero. He's held just about every major title there is, including the Intercontinental, United States, and Tag Team. The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping out to this.
A textbook reversal there.
Oh man, that's gonna change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
I can't believe he countered that one. Looks like things have quieted down here a bit, JR.
Well, you can be certain that won't last long, King.
That's for sure. I haven't seen the superstar yet who goes down without a fight.
What a reversal.
Uh-oh. Come on. You gotta stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's gonna happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now.
I could watch these superstars go at it all night, JR.
So could I, King, but all good things must come to an end. Let's just hope it just doesn't end too soon.
He's going up, but what's he gonna do when he gets there? He's looking for that finisher, and he can do it here. Did you see that, JR? What great strategy.
Strategy, hell? That was a blatant violation of the rules. And here's the pin.
He countered that one perfectly. These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR.
And there it goes. The submission is locked in.
Oh my gosh! He might make his opponent tap right here.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
I wonder how long these superstars will be able to keep this up.
They'll go as long as they need to, King. And if they can't, they won't be having their arms raised after the match. That's for damn sure.
It's like he read his opponent's mind. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no...
What a finishing move! I get chills every time I see it. He's got his opponent locked in the submission, JR. This could be it.
It could indeed. He might force his opponent.
And that's all she wrote, JR. It's over.
Bulldog, tapping out. That's all, folks. Excuse me.
Can you feel the heat? Here's your winner. Daddy-O.
Ladies, can you give us a minute?
Damn it, Eddie. I stood up for you.
When Vince McMahon made me, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, tour general manager, I told him that I was going to put some of the greatest WWE legends against some of the top WWE superstars of today.
Thanks, Jimmy. I really appreciate that, Issy, especially coming from a veteran manager like yourself.
I was surprised how good you looked in that match against the British Bulldog last week. I mean, after all, he's the former tag team champion, the Intercontinental champion, the European champion, and the hardcore champion.
You were surprised that I look good against the Bulldog? Well, Jimmy, I'll do respect to the Bulldog, Holmes. He is one of the true legends of the business, but I am a legend in the making.
Well, you know what they say, one match does not a legend make. Anyway, tonight, you're scheduled to face one of the greatest superstars ever to set foot in the WWE ring. And a man I know very, very well. He's a 5-time WWE champion and the greatest member of the legendary Hart Foundation. I'm talking about Canada's favorite son, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Wow, the Hitman, huh? Bret Hart's one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. And if I beat him here tonight, I'll be one step closer to becoming a legend myself.
Hey now, don't get cocky, Daddy-O. Hopefully you'll be as good in the ring as you seem to be with the ladies. Because the excellence of execution requested a submission match. And I gave it to him. He said something about putting the past behind him here tonight.
A submission match, huh? Well, it won't be the first time Bret Hart tapped out in Montreal to a legend in the making. I'll see you around, Jimmy.
Good luck.
Alright, so let's go beat up Bret Hart, Canada's hero.
Submission match.
Good evening and welcome to week 2 of the WWE Legends World Tour. I'm Michael Cole, here with Taz at ringside, and tonight we're coming to you from Montreal, Quebec.
And man, what a show we got tonight, Cole. Some huge names in WWE history are on the card, including this man, a real Canadian legend, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Everyone knows that Bret Hart has some very unhappy memories right here in Montreal. It's likely to be an uphill battle for his opponent in this submission match. And you've got to figure that Bret's out to exorcise those demons here tonight.
What's up, Skinny? Oh, that's gonna be a copyright. Damn it.
You know, I know I say this a lot, Cole, but this is not ballet. You step between those ropes, you better be prepared to take some punishment.
And to dish some out as well. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar win a match by being a tackling dummy. Great reversal.
All right.
These fans just can't get enough of it.
Watch it. He reversed it.
Reverse.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win rather than compete fairly.
I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that. Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
Hey, you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to act? Look at this! Could it be?
You're damn right it is, Cole. And that's a heck of a finisher right there. He's going for the submission.
And he might get it. He's got that hold locked in.
Do the damage.
I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the end of this match.
You're probably right, Taz. They're so focused on a victory that they don't care what they have to put themselves through to get it.
This is completely off the hook, Cole.
We were expecting a solid match from these superstars, but this is even... Oh my, the submission hold is locked in.
And this ain't easy to get out of either, Cole.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Go. Damn it.
Man, look at these superstars. You can't ask for a better example of what makes SmackDown so great.
You sure can't. SmackDown's got the greatest superstars in the greatest matches for the greatest fans in all of sports entertainment.
I can't leave the ring?
You're not going to see action like this anywhere except SmackDown, Cole.
You'll get no argument from me, Taz. SmackDown is the dominant brand in all of sports entertainment. Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think. Nice quick counter.
Get out.
Eddie Guerrero is one of my favorite superstars on the SmackDown roster, and I think these fans agree with me. It seems like being a crowd pleaser is another Guerrero.
Wow, great reversal. Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. Look out! The referee's been knocked out!
And this is where things start getting a little interesting, Cole.
Only if I could grab.
He dodged that bullet.
Which I can't.
I think they're slowing their pace down a little bit, Cole. And that's a good way to refocus your energy, but you also give your opponent time to recover. That's not good.
It certainly isn't. But if you try to rush things, you could wind up making a critical mistake that could cost you the match. These superstars are clearly giving it their all tonight.
Not a surprise there.
Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here.
And even if you can't make your opponent tap out, this will take a lot of fight out of him.
And there's the reversal.
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Okay, well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? I mean, that ain't exactly great entertainment, in my opinion.
You might be right, Taz. I think it would be extremely entertaining to listen to you try to call a match all by yourself. Nice reversal.
Here it comes, look out!
Oh man, many a superstar has fallen prey to that finishing maneuver.
He smells blood in the water, Cole. He's going straight for the submission.
And this could prove to be a decisive moment in this match.
And there's the counter, Cole. You look at any other sport in the world, and you won't find a single athlete that can compare with a WWE superstar.
And there's a reason for that, Taz. There are no off-seasons here in the WWE. If you're a superstar, you're performing every week of the year.
And we're not talking about just swinging a bat or kicking a ball, neither. WWE is the most physical competition you can be part of, hands down.
Rope break.
What's happened to Eddie Guerrero, Cole? I mean, this guy used to be the WWE champion, and now look at him.
Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
Here we go.
I'll tell you what, if you got the crowd on your side...
Correct. Tap. Or it'll just escape first there.
And here we go with the submission hold. This could be a pivotal moment in this match.
It sure could. There's a lot of press.
I don't believe it. This one's over.
Yeah.
Can you feel the heat? Say hello to Eddie.
All right. So I'm going to call it here. It's getting pretty late for me. I'm already kind of up later than I should be. I'm really feeling this, even though I crashed out against that fight against JBL. It's whatever. I still feel like playing this some more. So I'll probably do this tomorrow, unless I'm vibing with something else. So with that being said, appreciate y'all hanging out. Those of you still hanging in, if you could hit the like button, that would really help me out. I want to start getting more likes. I want to get 20 likes on one video. I feel like that's a reasonable record. So yeah, there's that. So until next time, stay the hell away from that red 40, because it's bad for you. And I'll catch you in the next stream. Peace.